Hey Hygienist, thank you so much for tuning in for another video. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Kalesha and I am a registered dental hygienist, and in today's video, I'll be giving you, my friend, some questions to ask your interviewer at your interview. Yes, the interviewer is not the only one asking questions around here, okay? We are prepared. You are about to be prepared with some questions of your own that you can go into the interview confident, authentic. We're trying to be confident in ourselves. We're gonna know our worth, and we are gonna sit in that interview ready to not only answer questions, but to ask some. So if you're a dental hygienist on the hunt for a job and you're preparing for interviews, stick around for the rest of today's video. So quick preface before we get into today's video, I've never had a formal interview. I know, crazy, right? I mean, I'm kind of ashamed to say that at 26 years old that I've never sat down and had a face-to-face dress up interview. Never have I ever, okay? But that does not mean that I don't know how to present myself or know some great questions to ask, especially since I've been in the field now for 5 years. I have experienced some things either on my first day or during this time that I wish I had asked during my interview, and I probably could have avoided some situations I found myself in. So with that being said, I'm just gonna hop right into a few questions that I think would be great for you to ask your interviewer so that you're not blindsided and that you are totally 100% prepared. Number one, what are the day-to-day responsibilities or expectations of your dental hygienist? And I'm saying your because I'm speaking as if I'm talking to the potential employer. So what are the day-to-day operations for your hygienist? You need to know what that doctor expects of you. You need to know what you are in for and if you can live up to these expectations. And above all else, you just want to make sure that you are comfortable in the day-to-day operations. Number two, how do you compensate your dental hygienist? Duh, this is one of the most important questions you should have for your potential employer. Obviously, you want to make sure that you're being paid what you are worth. You want to make sure that you can maintain the lifestyle that you currently have and work to afford the lifestyle you wish to have. Dig into the specifics. You need to know if it is a daily or hourly rate, if there's frequent raises involved with this job, or are you paid by production? If so, how much? How often can you expect a raise? You need to know everything dealing with your compensation. Number three, is there a benefit package, and if so, when is it available to me? This includes paid time off, sick leave, disability, CE courses, scrub allowance, bonuses, and 401k, you know, health, vision, insurance, all of that good jazz, okay? Those are just benefits, incentives for you being an employee. Some offices require a probation period of 30 to 90 days before they can allocate those benefits, you know, to protect themselves. We understand that. And what I've learned, most private practices do not offer any benefits because of lack of resources. But if they're a larger office or a corporation and they have those resources and they still do not offer you any kind of benefits, that just speaks to the lack of investment in your overall health and future. So definitely want to know if they have benefit package and when and if it is available to you. Number four, how would you describe the office culture? Every office has a culture, or you may want to call it atmosphere, or what they're about. How is the team? You know, is there any internal conflict? Is there a lot of drama? You know, all of that. And this is one of those questions where you want to pay attention to the interviewer's posture and their body language, because they can very well kind of passively or positively answer that question without being truthful. So you have to kind of see how they adjust their tone or body language to suggest something different from what they are saying. And that brings me right into question number 5. important as a dental hygienist, not only for you, but for the employer. So they'll probably be happy that you asked if it's not already required, right? This allows you to see the ins and out of this office firsthand, and you can automatically judge whether you'll be a good fit or not. Some allow you to do working interview for a few days, and some allow you to just do it for one. And you and that employer or interviewer can determine how long your working interview will be, but I definitely recommend a working interview. Do not start a job without getting your feet in the door, just to see how things operate and to see if you're going to be a good fit at this office. Number 6, how do you rate the hygienist that had this job previously? What were her strengths? What were her weaknesses? This gives you a chance to dig into the history of this office. It also allows you to see what the interviewer or your possible employer is looking for in their hygienist. So not only are you able to know exactly what they're looking for, it gives you a chance to match up your strengths and sharpen your weaknesses against that previous hygienist. You also want to know if there's any other hygienists in the office. And if you can, speak to them either after the interview or at your working interview. That way you can kind of get a feel for how long they've been there, if they like it, what they dislike about it, just so you can gather as much information as possible. Number 7, what value does a hygienist bring to your practice? Now, depending on how the employer or interviewer answers this question will let you know how much value they place on you as a dental hygienist. Now, we all know that there's kind of a rocky relationship between some dentists and dental hygienists. So you want to be sure that you're not only valued by what you can produce for the office. You want to be sure that you're able to assist with treatment planning. You want to be sure you have a sense of independency, but there's still a balanced partnership with that dentist. So you want a great doctor-hygienist relationship and not just be a number. You know, you want to partake in the things that take place in the office, especially with the patients that you have that are entrusted to your care. So you don't want to just have to take demands from the doctor, although you may not agree with their treatment recommendation. You want to be sure that you have a voice and that your voice is not taken because that doctor is so demanding. So by the way they answer this question will let you know if you will be of importance and significance at this office, other than what you can produce. So those are just a few questions that you can ask your possible employer at your next dental hygiene interview. But before we go, I want to hear from you down in the comments. Let us know some of your interview tips. Tell us an interview story that you had that went well or that didn't go so well. And feel free to add to the questions that I shared. We can all benefit from some tips and interview questions and suggestions. So be sure to comment that down below. Having your own questions to ask shows that interviewer that you take your career and your possible role there seriously and that you know your worth, sis. They are not the only one making a choice here. You too have the ability to accept or decline their offer if you see that this office will not be a good fit for you, because only you know your strengths. Truly, only you know if you can live up to this office expectations, or heck, if they don't live up to yours, right? This type of dialogue and conversation during the interview, partnered with your confidence, will land you an incredible job in this industry. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. If it has, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Be sure to share with a friend, okay? Share with your hygiene classmate. No matter if you're a freshman, no matter if you're in your last year, it does not matter. Even if they work and they may be looking for a new job, share this. Share this with them. We all need great interview skills and tips and questions to ask, because again, the interviewer is not the only interviewer in the room, okay? You're also interviewing that interviewer. If you enjoy content like this and you can't wait to see more, please consider subscribing. And while you're there, go ahead and click the bell next to it so that you're notified on my next upload. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, Hygienist.